Welcome back to the deep dive. Usually we are neck deep in complex AV architecture, the matrix switchers, enterprise encoders, all the stuff with the heavy specs and blinking lights. But today we have a very different kind of source sheet.
We really do. It's arguably the one component in the entire rack that gets completely overlooked.
We're looking at a power cord, specifically the Key Digital KD-PCEUBI. And I have to be honest, when I first saw this on the docket, I thought, it's a $12 cable. How deep can this dive possibly go?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
I mean, but that reaction is exactly why we need to talk about it. In professional EV, we obsess over the engine and we completely ignore the fuel line. This little cable, this is the fuel line for your European installs.
Okay, so let's test that fuel line theory. We're looking at the KD-PCEUBI. What makes this any different from, a generic cord I could just grab from some bargain bin?
Well, it really boils down to two things: intentionality and, frankly, liability. The documentation points out that it's designed for European localization. That's key. If you're a U.S. integrator flying to Berlin for a trade show, just relying on some generic adapter you packed is a huge gamble.
A gamble because of the form factor?
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
The specs call it compact and travel-friendly, and if you're hauling a mobile kit, every inch of space matters. You don't want some bulky adapter hanging off your expensive gear. But the bigger issue is what the source material calls durable construction.
Which implies that the generic stuff isn't.
Exactly. I mean, think about the kind of equipment we're powering here. The manufacturer's own list includes their modular matrix switchers, their enterprise AV over IP encoders. These aren't cheap toys. If you use a flimsy generic cable, you're introducing a variable of failure right into a mission-critical system.
Right. Okay, let me play devil's advocate for a second. This cable is listed at $12. I can probably find a generic IEC cable online for, what, $3, maybe $4? Why spend 3 times as much?
You have to look at the support ecosystem around it. That is the hidden value here. It's not just copper and plastic you're buying. Key Digital offers a 3-year warranty on this accessory.
Hang on. A 3-year warranty? On a power cord?
It sounds almost funny, doesn't it? But think about what that signals. Most manufacturers treat cables as disposable. If it breaks, well, just buy another one. By putting a 3-year warranty on a $12 item, Key Digital is basically saying this is an infrastructure component. It's not a throwaway.
That's a really good insight. It's a signal of confidence in the build quality.
Precisely. And you also get free USA shipping, which just removes another little barrier. But the real takeaway here is about risk management. The product page explicitly says it's compatible with Key Digital devices.
So it's basically an insurance policy.
For $12, absolutely. You're ensuring that the power delivery perfectly matches what that expensive hardware needs. You're removing that what-if from the equation.
That really puts it in perspective. So you're not paying $12 for a cable. You're paying $12 to know your encoder isn't going to brown out in the middle of a big presentation in Munich.
And that you have their support network behind you if anything does go weird. It's a holistic approach to a very, very simple part.
So to bring this all together for you listening, if you are prepping for an international job or maybe building a localized rack in Europe with Key Digital gear, the KD-PCEUBI isn't just an accessory. It's really the baseline for reliability.
It's that reminder that a system is only ever as strong as its simplest connection.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to mull over. We spend thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, designing these redundant systems, failover switches, backup processors, you name it. But when was the last time you really audited the physical integrity of the connection to the wall? Sometimes the biggest point of failure is the one we think about the least. Thanks for diving in with us.